Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and having good health. Today we have the lecture number 8, that is from grade 9 chemistry. It's from chapter Fundamentals of Chemistry, and the topic we have it is the basic definitions. And in this lesson we will study about the basic definition of symbol and valency. So let's have a look that what does mean by symbol and what does mean by the valency of an atom. So first one we have symbol. So basically symbol by definition it is used to represent the elements. It is used to represent the elements. We can represent the elements by using the abbreviations. By using the abbreviations. So these abbreviations are basically for the name of the elements, and these abbreviations are known as symbols. As the symbol, we will take it from the name of the element, and that name may be from English word, it may be from the Latin word, it may be from the Greek word, or it may be from a German word. So we will take the symbols from the four type of words: English, Latin, Greek, as well as and the German word. So when we are going to write the symbol of the elements, we will use the method as if it is having only one letter, then must be capital letter. Like, for example, if we have the hydrogen, it is named as hydrogen. So we will write its symbol as capital H. Likewise, over there, as it is the hydrogen, its symbol we have H. So it is its atomic number and it is its mass number. So this is the complete information about the hydrogen. On the other hand, if we have the second form, we have two letters symbol for the element, then the first letter must be capital and second letter must be of small case or the lower case. Likewise, if we have the example of helium, the symbol we use to denote it is He. Here, the first letter is capital and the second letter we have it is small. So basically, the symbols we use it is for the representation of the elements, as it is simple the abbreviation. After that, we have the valency. So let's have a look at what the valency is going to be tell. Basically, by the name, as the valency is shown, it is related to the valence shell. Valence shell. Now, what does mean by the valence shell? Shells are basically the circular orbits around which the electrons revolve. So, the valence shell means the outermost shell, and it is related to the main valency of an atom. So it is the unique property of an atom. It is the unique property of the atom. And what type of property is it is mainly known as the combining capacity of an element with the other to another element. This property is known as the valency. How we can check the valency or how we can check the combining capacity of an atom? It is related to mainly the valence shell electrons. And it is also basically related to the two rules. The first one rule we have, it is the doublet rule, and the second one rule we have, it is the octet rule. Now, what does mean by doublet and octet rule? Octet rule means the atoms need or required two electrons in their shell or valence shell. Octet mean octa, it's mean 8. If the atoms require 8 electrons in their valence shell, then this rule is known as the octet rule. So why atoms or elements require duplet or octet rule? The reason behind that, they need to get the stability. To get the stability or to be stable, atoms required 8 electrons or 2 electrons in their valence shell. For the stability, we have to check how many electrons are present in their valence shell. For example, here we have nitrogen. Its atomic number we have 7. So total it is having 7 electrons. In the first shell it is having 2 electrons, and the second shell it is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electrons. So mainly it is having total 7 electrons. Now by having 5 electrons in the valence shell, these 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now the nitrogen require 3 more electrons to compete with the 8. So that's why as it requires 3 more electrons, it means its valency we have total 3. So nitrogen is having valency 3. How we can check? We can check by the presence of valence shell electrons in the atom. Next we have here the bond formation of the atoms. So next we have the bond formation. How we can check the bond formation from the valency as it is related to it. For the bond formation of the atoms, we need to check the number of electrons that are present in the valence shell. So how many number of electrons are present in the valence shell? It is going to denote at is the bond formation. For example, here we have the number 1 HCl. If we have a look on the hydrogen, it is having only one electron in its valence shell. On the other hand, if we have chlorine, so basically chlorine, it is having in the second shell total 7 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So hydrogen and chlorine will undergo the bond formation by the sharing of electrons. Sharing electrons. On the other hand, if we have the water molecule, in the center we have oxygen. It is having total 6 electrons in the valence shell, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will share its one electron with the hydrogen and it will form the molecular formula is H2O. If we have a look on the NH3, nitrogen, it is having total 5 electrons in the valence shell. So it will combine with the 3 hydrogen like this and form the bond and complete its octet. Next we have carbon. As it is having 4 bonds and it has combined with the 4 hydrogen atoms, so its valency is 4. As nitrogen is the bond 3, so its valency is 3. Okay, the oxygen has make 2 bonds, so it will known as the 2 covalent bonds and its valency is 2. On the other hand, here the chlorine is having 1 bond, so its valency is 1. So we can check the valency from the number of electrons that are present in the valence shell of an atom. Next we have the exception. If we have a look on the valency of iron, iron is Fe. When we have a look on the valency of the iron, as it may have the valency 2 and it may have the valency 3. The iron may have the valency 2 and it may have the valency 3. It depends upon to which substance or the which atom of an element it is going to form the bond. For example, if we have ferrous sulfate FeSO4, here the iron is having valency 2, and if we have another example like Fe2 SO of iron, it is known as basically ferric sulfate FeSO4 whole thrice. Here the iron is having valency 3. So mainly if it is having the valency less, then it is named as ferrous. Ferrous. And if it is having the higher valency, then it is known as the ferric. So this is the exception in the valency of an iron. I hope you guys understand about the valency of an atom and what does mean by the symbol of an atom of an element. And next one, if you have any queries, you can ask me about that in the comment section, and I will get back to you guys soon, inshallah. For that time, have a good day and Allah Hafiz.